Hello, welcome to another video by TAT Show 2155506. This video is an assignment from college on what are words. Doesn't that question just make you think, what are words? Well, I asked my nanan. My nanan says you can use words to describe, use words to communicate, for meanings. Words have meanings of things. So, for example, a red circular object hanging from a tree is normally a red apple or an apple. But just that description, a red. Who thought of calling a colour red? The word red to describe something. Red. It could be a fish on a different planet, a red. That red there, I've caught a nice red. Do you know what I mean? It's gotta make you think, innit? So here's another point on what are words. As you know, words have evolved over time. So it just makes me think, at the start of time, caveman times, they just used pictures. And in caveman times, I suppose if you think about it, it makes sense that they didn't talk. They just used to grunt. Because they didn't have no words to describe things. So, could mean rock, tree, mammoth, cliff, stick, tool, hammer. It could mean all, couldn't it? And I suppose that's where hand gestures come in, and communication through your hands. Through your hands. See that? Child friendly. Child friendly. Put that in. But even that's a gesture. That's a gesture from my hands. That also says words. It says words, man. People look at that and think peace. People look at that and think Billy Casper. But to have a symbol, it's got me facing. To have a symbol for peace means you need a word. Let's just make a new symbol up here for a minute. Hold on. I need a glamorous assistant because we made this one earlier. Just give me your hand. Just give me your hand. Right. Like that. Right. See that, mate? See that? Well, hey. Hold on, if you can see it. She's got her for my. I've got my for my. Do you know what that means? I don't know. We ain't got a word to describe it yet. Because I know what words are now. A word is there as the meaning or the description of a thing. If we lived in a world without words, nothing would ever name. You think about it. You're not popping down to the shop because you can't pop, can't go down, can't and you can't shop because we ain't got words. But we have, fortunately, we do have words. Also, alright, here's another point. You know William Shakespeare? I bet he twisted some words me for his own use. I think that because of Shakespeare, that's why we use, what is it, Beth? Thou shalt not pass. Thou art a knobhead. Shakespeare language. Shakespeare used to use words like that. Did you also know William Shakespeare was a cocaine addict. I do have proof. Saw it on telly. Actually, no, I didn't. I read it on the internet. Cocaine was found in the pipes of his house. There's that one for you. One of the greatest heroes Britain's got. Cocaine addict. He were an hero though, wasn't he?
Were you though?
Yeah, because he created words. And this is what I'm talking about.
He didn't create words.
Shut up.
He created
Go back to
plays.
sleep. It's in your video.
Yeah.
It's my assignment, not yours.
I don't know.
But I couldn't go to hell or heaven if we didn't have words. Religion and God and etc. etc. People probably didn't believe in that stuff in caveman times. So I suppose if we never had words, then we never had religion and we never had God. We never believed. And if we never had religion or God or belief, we won't really have war. I mean, you look at World War II. Oh yeah, obviously countries try and invade each other. That's always going to be. But World War II, that were down to religion. With Hitler picking on Jews and that. I don't really know it right well, but I know it's something to do with that. And it's not really not to do with religion now. But people wouldn't be so biased with religion if we didn't have words. Because everybody would be a caveman. And the best word going would be... You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I'm not speaking rubbish here though, am I?
Yeah, you are.
We use words to communicate. A point I touched on earlier. Watch me communicate with my girlfriend now. Help me. My girlfriend is refusing to talk to me. Instead, she's using hand gestures, which I also talked about earlier. Let me try and give an example of communication. I think it is a good idea that people made words to communicate, because otherwise we couldn't talk. So you know, in caveman days, like you know now, when you meet somebody, you talk to them for ages, don't you? And you like get into them, don't you? But in caveman days, obviously you couldn't get into them because you couldn't speak. They might have had little words like for tool, tool, or hammer, hammer, but not screwdriver. As history has told us, cavemen didn't have screwdrivers. Did they? Did they?
No.
They had chisels. Did they? That's possible, isn't it? No.
The Egyptians were going off at the same time. But
No, they weren't, because everything started with cavemen. Egyptians were proper people like us. You're too far in front. You're too far in front. I'm further back than Egyptians.
Google it now.
No. I refuse to. I've gone further back than Egyptians.
No, that's Britain and that. Wait.
Our cities, at first ever people on earth, right, sat round a campfire, picking their noses and shaving the fur off.
You know when we were cavemen and we were living in mud huts? Yeah.
No, listen.
And the Egyptians were creating shit.
Caveman doesn't live in a mud hut. He lives in a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they made the mud huts.
No, because we ain't even developed words. How are we going to develop houses?
Wheel.
Think about it. If they're not smart enough to make words, right? And if they're not smart enough
to... No, but they're smart enough to make a wheel, which we use now in every single thing.
Yeah, but how can they make that wheel without a chisel? The Egyptians made thousands of years after.
I said the...
Egyptians weren't first ever people on earth, you know.
You're an idiot.
Oh, that bitch has just been old.
You're an idiot. No, because at the same time with cavemen and stuff, and then they were developing mud huts and stuff, Egyptians and that were firing from it, and Greece were firing from like making religion, talking, hieroglyphics and shit, and statues and arches and all sorts. And then the Romans later on in life stole the arch from Egyptians, and now people think Romans created arches, and they didn't because they made an arch type thing anyway. So, suck it, Discovery Channel.
Romans can't even build a tower, right? It's wonky.
You're thinking of Italy. You're an idiot.
Where's Rome, Beth?
Not in Italy.
It is in Italy.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't listen to her. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think words are? I'm interested. I want to know. Just comment and let me know what you think words are. For my next video, I will be discussing what I have to see in the next gen. So not the Xbox One, the Xbox 1.5, Xbox 2, Xbox 4, Xbox Live, whatever they're going to call it. Or like PlayStation 5, you know what I mean? That sort of generation. But yeah, I want to know what you think words are. So, anyway, this has been my assignment on what are words.
Why am I even going out with her?
Perfect examples of communication right now with words.
Immature.
That immature. Poor. Anyway, I'm not going to let domestic issues interfere with a professional video like this.
Asshole.
Professional. Can't have known me, can I? Can I?
Fucking beefy.
Can't have known me. All I want to do is an assignment for college about words. Just a completely stupid assignment, and I can't even have that. No, you can't even look at screen, Beth. Alright, next time you ask me to save your tools. Right then. This girl is inappropriate. Oh, well, I mean, I might as well talk about that. Do you know some words, like the English words, they have other meanings for other words? I mean, I've only got 2 minutes left before my YouTube account runs out, so I'm going to have to hurry up. Like words, like on the playground, somebody calls somebody a faggot, and that's taken as an offensive term. But did you know a faggot is also a meatball from Italy?
And you?
An Italian meatball. Faggot. So people ask for faggots and spaghetti or something. Faggots and spaghetti.
Oh, this shit.
Oh dear. Sorry, I've got a problem. Like bitch, female dog. A cunt, old English word for a vagina. A twat, a pregnant fish. All these words can also be used to describe my girlfriend. So anyway, I'm going to leave you now. Remember, post your comments, feedback, whatever, what you think words are. And stay tuned, watch my next video on the next gen. Yeah man, I've been 215506, Joe TAT, see you later.